Me, a personal curiosity. Where did you disappear to?
It's a question I've been asked many times.
Yeah.
It's a question I've been asked many times. Even the truth is that I hadn't really disappeared. Let's say it this way. You know, I worked hard for this party as a chief communicator for the party until we won power in 2009. Now, so when we won power in 2009, I became deputy finance minister. I made what you call a transition into speaking only on the economy. So the real frontline politicking took backstage. I felt I needed to allow those who took over from me, as far as what you call the national propaganda secretary or national communication, to be able to do that for the party. So I focused just on talking economy. So if you notice, between 2013 to 2016, my voice was heard extensively on the economy. Basically, I did almost every debate on behalf of the Minister of Finance on your platform and so many other platforms. So that became the first transition, purely economics and finance, because that was my job. I wanted to make sure I do that. Now, 2013, I moved now into first I started as a minister at the presidency, and for that period I was no more in charge of finance, so you couldn't hear my voice on finance anymore, because again I needed to be respectful to Setepe, who then became the finance minister, Atufosun, Monakwati and the rest who were deputies. I couldn't now be talking about finance, so I naturally went through a period where you wouldn't hear my voice on finance anymore. I couldn't be talking about the politics, because there were people at the party office who should do the same. I eventually moved into a Greek ministry. I will speak about agri for the most part. Then I moved in transport ministry. I will speak about transport for the most part. In parliament, mostly will hear me during the budget debate, because that was still an area of passion. So people heard my voice strongly on the budget debate. I was very, very much into committee work as well. But the day-to-day legislation was never been my passion. In fact, that's the reason why I couldn't even stay in parliament for too long, because my interest in parliament tended to be a bit narrow. I wanted a few things. I wanted, for example, the ability to leverage development for my people, which I did, in terms of what you call development infrastructure and the things that MP school law before. I did that there. But the day-to-day legislation has never been a passion. So that was not something I intended to stay in parliament for too long about. So after I came out of parliament for 8 years, so 2021 to now, largely I've played a massive role for the party, but much more from the background. So for example, Sami Jemfi's outfit, the communication outfit, is a group that I've actually worked very closely with, but working much more from the background, basically supporting that group, supporting the whole communication. From time to time, they will assign me to a responsible. So you see me sometimes I appear, maybe on Joy, come and do some debate or go to bed.
Those are very brief.
Those are minimal. Yeah. Those are minimal. Because really, even the truth is this, for me, I look at this more as a collective rather than an individual thing. As long as a good job is being done by the collective, I'm happy. I don't have a problem at all being in the background and supporting people. I never had. In fact, most people don't know, but I actually would not even have become propaganda secretary if it were not for the personal insistence of Jerry Rollins. Okay. I'm telling you, I didn't have an interest. I remember when we were traveling to Bolga for the youth conference, when Haruna Idrisu emerged as a youth organizer. I mean, he won again as a youth organizer. That was on that trip that Rollins managed to convince me. I kept telling them, sir, I'm doing a good job for the party. I can help from the background. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem being in the background and helping the communication of the party. I never had a problem at all with that. I was helping you as well, Rollins. I can continue doing it. Say, no. You need to run to become a national officer of the party. It's important. I took that decision purely for that. So I'm somebody, I don't have a problem moving into the background to help. It's never been about that at all. And when I need to come into the forefront, you can trust that when I appear in the forefront, I'm coming to do a super job. I can do both. Yeah. So basically, I can do the two. I can be on the bench and do a great job at the bench by inspiring and motivating. I can come on the field when I'm needed to do a great job.
So now you've